Once again, apologies to you guys. I am having some technical difficulties with Twitch at the minute. Last night you might have seen that the Channel 1 stream was down for quite a lot of it, and yeah, I didn't realise until the end of the race that my Elgato had messed up. I think it's the best way to say that. But nonetheless, we got I'm called on stream. He says that Jack575 managed to do a 47.5 last night in the TRL League. Very quick indeed. Ciaru saying he only did a 47.2 in the first week of the game. He hasn't done Spa since. He's saying that. He's saying that he would have been in the 46 if he had made it this far to practice.
Things can be shared, but it's one thing saying it and then another thing doing it.
Absolutely, but Dizzy Cupid now, he's got 5 minutes left to qualify and he's just weaving his tyres. Probably one of the worst things you want to do. Tyre temperatures do get pretty high here and tyre wear can affect you. Obviously you won't be using these tyres in the race because, well, that's just what happens. But here we go, we're going to start the lap coming into the bus stop chicane. Does he get it nice and get the exit nice with the traction? Yes, he does. And DRS activated now to start probably one of his final laps. He may get time for one more if he's got the fuel on board. Here we go into La Source. And we lost connection to Flame Dragon. Button, be a babe, and invite him back. I'm not going to call you a babe again. You only get it once. Well, and we've lost Dizzy Cupid's provisional pole, and that is because Lushness with a 47.5 has just done an incredible lap time. So Dizzy Cupid now down into P2. Will he be able to? We don't know. F5 Alonso says he's just done a 146.7 when the game come out. Alonso, so your home Grand Prix, so you did a 46.7 at Silverstone, eh? That's pretty slow. Dizzy Cupid now in second place with 147.7. Again, it's a quick lap time. He needs to improve though. Lushness, obviously leading the championship here in GP2, has been dominating for quite a while since Jambo's departure, and he is one of the drivers that has maintained in the Merc's outstanding form of near enough 100 points in every Grand Prix, apart from 3, and I did pretty badly in all of them. So. Here we go, and Dizzy Cupid going wide at the exit of turn 16. And here we go, coming up to Blanchimont, one of the quickest corners on the track. Managed to stay. Is it scored racing? I don't know. I can go and check for you in a minute. We're just going to stay on board for the rest of this lap. Does he improve? He does. He's taking provisional pole back at 147.542, and Lushness has lost it. And I believe that is Lushness' qualifying over. He's back in the box, and that is him done. It looks like Dizzy Cupid has won the battle between these two today. Shadow Hunter now in 4th place. He's getting ready for one hot lap. A 48 dead is what he's done so far. Harry, he's actually just started his hot lap. So he's got plenty of time left as well. HP Footy, 48.6 now in 6th place. Very, very good indeed.
Just like Santa could have got polar if he kept it going, but looks as if he's going out for another improvement.
Indeed. In fact, GSY Davey has not had probably the best qualifying he wanted. He's actually down in P8, a shock for him. He's been doing very well in the last few races. And his teammate is actually in P9, Connor Eyes there. And yeah, that is it. Unfortunately, I'm called. It's Scored is not racing today, and yeah, it's a shame. He did a really good job last week. He actually got 2nd place overall after the stewards report. So good job for him. Dizzy Cupid now seems to be ghosting. He's going that slow. Pretty disappointing. I wonder if he's going to send me any messages tonight. I hope not, because my phone is near enough dead. I really do need to charge my phone up.
Like then I just went way there. He comes in the low left-hander. Is he going to be able to? Oh. Goes a bit wide off the track there. That's going to cause him a bit of second and a half.
They're saying that you're quiet. I'm just going to quickly check something out. Yeah, it's definitely right. Just a little check. So Lushness now, he's got 44 seconds. He's going around corn. He's not going to do it, I'm afraid. I can tell you
just like kind of backed off.
I'll tell you what, oh, he's gone in the gravel, that could be the end of it. He's got 22 seconds now, we're going to go on board with Lushness. Can he get to the checker flag, or will his qualifying be settled by the fact of 2/100ths of a second so far? Tight stuff here in Belgium, and yeah, his qualifying's over. He's decided to spin round, and he has had to settle for second place. Just like Senna though, he is on a hot lap. He will be the final driver to complete their lap. I'm Cool says, can't you cut out on your out lap? No. So yeah.
Can you what?
Can you cut the corner to make sure you get a lap in? Flame Dragon has joined in too late, unfortunately. So he is out of this race. Disappointing, it's his first race back. And yeah, pretty unlucky there for him that he lagged out. So here we go, just like Senna seems to be struggling on these tyres. You can hear it in the wheel, just so much wheel spin there. It is near enough painful to listen to. Here we go, down into Puon. Does he go wide like most people? Yes he does. Awful rules off the track. But I don't think his time is going to improve, so it won't make any difference whatsoever. But still, I think that's actually his best qualified, third place, and I don't think he'll be too disappointed. The fact that he's only half a second slower than the next guys in front. He's still beating XRL Michaels like most people do, and yeah, banter.
Hashtag banter.
Here we go, he knows it's over. Third place is what he's getting. He's weaving, he's celebrating that best qualifying of the season. Unfortunately, I don't know what third place feels like in qualifying because it's too slow. But nonetheless, I hope I eventually get there. So here we go.
Okay.
Across the line, we've also got somebody else there. It looks like a Ferrari. And across the line they go. So that is it for qualifying. And here we go, we're going to go for a rundown. In 9th place we've got Connor Rice with a 49.6. Shows that he's not had the practice and he's a little bit slower than the rest of the guys. Blackster Hill raced last night, did have problems and is now P8 with a 48.9. GSY Davey in 7th place with HP Footy in 6th. Harry D in the Ferrari, the best of the Ferraris, is in 5th. Shadow Hunter FX in 4th place. Just like Senna, a best qualifying for him in 3rd. Lushness in 2nd place, pipped to the post by 2/100ths of a second to Dizzy Cupid, who gets yet another pole position. He is just flying at the minute. But Button, after that incredible qualifying, how tight it was as well, who is going to be your prediction for the win? You won last week, so you're 1-0 up on points. Can you make it too?
Due to consistency, I it's gonna be hard. I'm gonna go with Dizzy Cupid again.
You're going to stick with Dizzy Cupid. Well, some people saying it's a wheel track, some people saying it's a pad track. At the end of the day, the battle between the pad and the wheel will be brought to us from the top two in most of the last races of Dizzy Cupid, who is on the wheel, Lushness on the pad, and it's going to be very interesting indeed to see the difference between the two and also what strategies they can conjure up. Last night we did see when they had incidents that the strategy was ruined for most of the drivers and were basically unable to recover from a 2-stop, and they had to do a 3, which ruined them pretty much another 20 seconds odd. So, lovely dry track. You're going to stick with Dizzy Cupid just because I don't want Dizzy Cupid to win because you said him. I'm going to say Lushness. Otherwise I would say Dizzy Cupid.
Ooh. I believe that was your prediction last week.
Yes, it was my prediction last week, alright. They're actually saying, what's your other commentator? Here's XRL Button. I'm sorry he's a bit quiet. I've turned him up. I might have to turn myself down actually, just so he can be loud.
Or I could just move my mic closer to my mouth.
No. Well, it seems to be picking you up a little bit more. I turned myself down, so it should be a little bit better. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting race. In fact, all of the drivers are actually going to get points. I'm going to get a point as well, so it means I've got more points on the button. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. We're going to give the drivers 1 extra minute. So guys, who is your favourite for the win tonight? We've got Dizzy Cupid, Lushness, Just Like Senna, Shadow Hunter, Harry D, Footy, Davey, Blackstone Hill, and Connorized as the top 9 drivers that made it to the race. Guys, say your predictions and we'll definitely be able to say them out to you. Ciari says, Bulgarian flag for Lushness, nice flag. Wonder who used that. Leroy, nice to see Leroy. I haven't actually seen him when I've streamed. He says, Padby Will, I am starting to think it is just for a way to people to complain. And Ciara says, no, not really. Well, it's an interesting topic. We had quite a lot of a discussion at the start of the year.
Well, there's only one advantage to the wheel is that you can turn in quicker. That's it.
Yeah, but you can exit quicker in a pad, so...
Yeah, so it's basically an even playing field.
Pretty much, but there are similar differences. Doesn't really matter because half the time somebody somewhere else will just surprise you. But we are now going to get onto track. We have got one heck of a race to show you. 44 laps of this legendary circuit, and well, the only way we're going to find out whether Button's lost this round is by going up to track.
We'll be going to track shortly, be aware.
Now on the grid for this brilliant Grand Prix. I actually spoke to my teacher from college, and he was actually here for the 2014 Grand Prix, wooing Nico Rosberg as he was going through the start-finish straight. But we've now got all 5 lights showing at the start of the race, and the GP2 division is now go from the Belgian Grand Prix here in Spa. Is it a good start from Dizzy Cupid? It is. The Lushness seems to have got the better of him so far, going around the outside of turn 1. Seems to have actually gone too wide, and there's been a bit of a sideboard actually at the back of the grid. We're going to go to that. And Shadow Hunter's been spun round by a Williams, not Williams, Force India. And it's Connorized, and Connorized is at the back of the grid with Shadow Hunter. A poor start there by Shadow Hunter, and Connorized as well. Harry D also been tangled up in that, and he's down to 7th. Davey on the prime tyres is currently ahead of him, but that's not going to last for long. So Harry D now to 6th place, great move around and he's now on the charge back up to 5th place. Blackstone Hill up quite a few places as well. There's a battle now still with Davey and Harry. Davey has made a great move around that corner. So I don't know the name, but before the corner was no name. There's a difference. Don't know the name and then no name. Oh, and Harry D and DSY Davey have just made a little bit of a big. Harry knows not to pass it, and Davey keeps the place for now. Pretty interesting. Rothman on the street says, what do you think will be the result of race top 5? top 5 is going to be interesting fun. Who do you think is going to be top 5?
I'm gonna have to say Cupid, Larseness, Birdie, Senna, and David.
Interesting decision there. I'm going to go for Luxus disappointed. HQ fitting, just like Senna. Let's see how we go. So it's 100% all divisions there this week. So from F1 to TSMs, all of them 144 points, which I know I'm going to be very tired tomorrow. So here we go now. Going through Eau Rouge, there's a battle for P3 and 4.
Larseness is right up behind Dizzy Cupid as he has slipstream.
HP Footy has already gone past the Williams of Just Like Senna, and Blacksteel is also trying to follow his teammate and doesn't seem to do the incident between the two Mercedes here last year, and they continue fighting. But HP Footy now up to P3, and there is that battle to the lead as Luxus now trying to look at the inside of turn 10 before we go into the corner of No Name. Around outside of the corner of No Name, and he goes off track, gets the move done, and that is the move complete. Luxus has taken the lead. Dizzy Cupid going wide at Thorn, and he's now going to be trying to charge that back.
Cupid is standing on the back of him here. There's two Williams chasing Footy down.
Two loops through, and Blacksteel here is taking his teammate. Teammates deciding to start on the front tyres. I've sort of been talking at the tires about distraction. From what I've been told, really, the front tyres is not the ones to start, and Shadow Hunter found that out last night. As Just Like Senna's actually locked up going into the bus stop, nearly caused a side pod in which actually Davey did lose a place to Harry. So Harry now moving to P6, and we'll have PRS on the back of Just Like Senna going down towards Eau Rouge. And Davey now going down inside of Harry at turn 1, and this is a great little scrap here by these drivers, and Harry now straight back ahead with their option tyres. Davey now braking into Eau Rouge, making sure that he's behind and we get the slipstream.
And Dizzy Cupid takes first.
Dizzy Cupid may take first, but Just Like Senna has gone from P5, not even P5, he's gone from P4, 1 lap ago, down into P7, 3 cars passing within a matter of points. Pretty poor for him, but that does mean that he will have DRS and he can keep up with Davey, and also makes Davey just a new time up. Is there a face card? Leroy has found it. So I'm going to say yes. So Dizzy Cupid now reported back in the lead. I'm going to go back up to that because that seems like a very interesting battle for the lead.
Dizzy Cupid lagging a wee bit here. Larseness just catches the slipstream coming up to the bus stops again.
Actually, going through watching and it seems like Dizzy Cupid is struggling for that real
Yeah, just kind of waving a wee bit there.
Russia's now with DRS is not close enough to run with this turn 1. He didn't really want to make the decision. And here we go now. Second DRS activation, so going up straight, and this looks like it's going to be a beating review of Lush around turn 5, and exit round outside Lushness, DRS activated, already ahead of the period, and he has taken the lead once again. Goodbye.
you're stuck with us, Ciara.
Originals, he's back, and long time I've seen him. I don't think I've ever seen the stream, and he's already said hashtag banter stream. Yes, unfortunately I don't have the graphics for it. And yes, this will be a banter stream. It's got all the latest banter of Button not doing very well, Bobber's not doing very well, everybody not doing very well. But actually one person at the minute that is not doing very well, and that would be Shadow Hunter. Down in P8 after that full start, he's actually the main man. He's catching them back with just like that. He seems to be really off on the quite tight. So here we go, inside the Francorchamps. Seems to have forced off the drive. Oh, he's forced him off actually. And then he was ahead already. And he's locked up going into last stop. Just like saying that he will have the better traction in the next. Just can't seem to get the car going.
Desi Cupid is looking to close the gap on Lushness. He's just come out of All Rouge. He's going to have DRS. No, he's not going to have DRS. Sadly.
Sadly. Well, not sadly, but XRL aka Shadow Hunter, he's now up into P7. He's trying to catch to the back of the car ahead, which would be GSY Baby, and he's on prime tyre. So a lot of work for Shadow Hunter to do. He's yet to go on the prime tyres a bit, but apparently they seem to be the best race tyres. So maybe in his favour, he'll get some production tyres. Just ahead of them is Harry D. Not Harry D. Harry D's actually got half back, so that's probably we haven't seen, and he is ahead now. Blackstill in 5th place. We seem to have someone that has lost an end plate.
Yep, that was Desi Cupid as he entered the corner with no name and he hit the wall.
And indeed he has. He's lost his front right end plate, and that will, well, as we saw yesterday, that will slow him down dramatically. This could potentially change the race on tech already. We're only on that 5. 11% of this race is already done. I say 11%, it's more like 10. Anyway, I don't like to sound like
I'd say 8%.
Shush. Does he keep it though? Up into 2nd now. And yeah, I feel like. I'm just reading the comments. I feel like Sierra saying. I may be better than F3. Flame Dragon, he sent a message. He's so done with F1 2014. I feel sorry for you, Flame Dragon. You didn't. Well, I don't know. But at the end of the day, you were here. It's your first week back, and you disconnected. It was so good for getting in as well. Big disappointment for you, and we do hope that you do come again next week. Original saying, which league is this? I get confused. 2 or 3. This is GP2. You were saying it's F3. This is channel. Ciara, you're the one that's going right. Original saying, great help. Obviously, it's great help. We're here. Yes, Leroy, I know I need to change the titles, but Twitch doesn't like me, okay?
Twitch is a...
Yes, Twitch is up. Shush, you're right. But still, we're in lap 6, HP Footy now. We're going to see whether we can catch the back of Disney. You can see how he is, while Lushness is slowly starting to catch away from him. Now, out of the pressure. Lost Flame Dragon again, it was not racing, so a bit of disappointment there. He did manage to watch 6 laps of the race, 4 to 5, and get fed up with the day. I can understand why. But, as I say I'm going to watch HB Footy, I tell a lie, I'm not going to watch HB Footy, because there is a battle at the back between, it looks like 4 drivers. There's actually 2 drivers. Shadow Hunter, who's actually got past GSY Davey now. Davey must have made a big mistake because he lost a lot of time there. And also, there's a battle further on between 2 other guys, Lewis just like Senna and Connor. That might just be having a cheap one, it's not.
Leroy, could you please elaborate on how the game is racist to Scottish people, please?
It's racist to Scottish people. So interesting. I'm going to actually see what the fastest lap is at the minute. And oh my god, already we're into the 49s. And interestingly, again, only down to actually it's 29 thousandths the fastest lap times between Dizzy Cupid and Lushness. And already they're into the 49s. That is quicker than the F1 division last night. Why aren't these guys in the F1 division? I don't know why, but fans are.
Looks like Dizzy Cupid's losing a bit of time here because Fruity is catching up with him.
Indeed, and that will be down to the M-plate loss. He's got to go probably another 4 or 5 laps to make the strategy work here. Otherwise, it looks like he might have to go for a 3-stop. Dizzy Cupid, though, he is going ever so slowly, and HB Footy is catching just to the back of him. Watson was asking, is HB Footy catching him on the back? He is indeed, but there's also other factors on there.
Oh, there's 5 cars behind HP Fruity, I believe. Like way back, but oh.
And we've actually got Dizzy Cupid now into box to get lap 7. That's pretty early. And the only way I can sort of see him in the rubber is if he goes to 2 prime slots, which wouldn't be too bad because the primes are apparently a bit better than the race time. They really want to go a little bit further than lap 7.
Yeah, I would have went to lap 9.
See, I'm going to go to lap 9, I'm going to lap 12. Hey, what do I know? I'm going to get that full time.
Yeah, I've 1-0, so I don't know what I'm on about. Let's ask Yari then.
Ciari, when would you say the best time to get this